Wow, this is such a great film for you. I think it's like the perfect vehicle for you. Was there something about the premise, maybe even working with Bo or this character that drew you to be a part of the film?
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's so wild that the movie's about country music. The movie is about hope and redemption and following your dreams, chasing your dreams. Which I like to think I do on a day-to-day basis. But it comes down to the song, right? I mean, that's the Neon Highway. It's the song that Dallas Davidson wrote, for the picture that Lee Brice just put out a few weeks ago. Who actually absolutely knocked it out of the park. But it's the song. And what's so crazy is that, 3.5 years ago or so, I took a publishing meeting with Dallas Davidson's publishing company. And the first thing that Ryan Doki said to me was, there's a movie. Before we talk music, there's a movie about music. And there's this role that, maybe you could be right for. Maybe, it could be you. And I'm like, doubtful. But as luck would have it, here we are. So it's like the movie starts with a song, and my kind of foray into being a part of the movie started with a song or songwriting. So it's wild.
You have exceptional on-screen chemistry with your co-star Bo Bridges. Did you all spend some time to flesh that out, or is it just this innate warmth that everything Bo touches seems to have?
Yeah, it's definitely the latter. I mean, he is an absolute legend. I mean, I don't know. What does he have? 13 Emmy nominations now? He stepped out for a second. I could ask him. I mean, he's one of the most decorated actors there is. I love absolutely everything that he's ever done. And to get to be, starring in a movie, opposite him is, it's incredible. It's incredible. And you never know with these things, like I was so grateful that, the producers and the director, Bill Wages, like that they wanted me to be a part of this thing. But you have no idea who else is going to be in the movie. And then they let me know. I said, well, it's going to be you and Bo. And I was like, are you kidding me? There's no one greater.
I think it's the eyebrows, his
You know,
eyebrows.
maybe we got, maybe that's our through line. But he leads with such generosity and such humility, and he gives you so much. You know, I think I've had a pretty good, not track record, but with the projects I've been blessed to do, I've been able to work with some really, really great people, who are there for you, and I try to be there for whoever's on the opposite side of me as much as I can in the scene, and then some. And he gives it everything that he's got. Sometimes you'll do a movie or a TV show or something, and when they'll get their coverage, and then when the camera, the world flips and it's your turn, sometimes that person is not even there. They go home, But he was there, through and through, and just showed up again and again and again, with like I said, just so much love and so much generosity. Um, Really, really special moment, for me.
You mentioned a bit of a hesitation before when you were being pitched this film. Was it because you'd have to sing and put your voice out there to the world?
No, I no hesitation, more just doubting the likelihood of it panning out and being in the cards for me. Um, I like to try to just live and lead my life, with as little fear as possible. And I like to say there's there's two things that I trust, and only two things that I trust and that I listen to, and it's my family and my gut. And I think it's why I'm here.
I have to ask about that moment. You're standing on stage, you're singing with Lee Brice, this beautiful song. What were you thinking in the moment? What's going through your mind other than get this right? I have to sing the right words, all that good stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's happening constantly. But that was crazy because that was a song that I had written years ago. And Nashville is a town that's predicated on the co-write, which is a really, really special thing. And I think it makes for a very kind of communal town. It's very people come together and they're able to create amongst each other. And a lot of friendships, formed therein. But that was a song that I sat down one day and I just wrote myself, and somehow it made its way into the film. And then to be up on stage singing with one of the greatest vocalists uh, ever, and who's also singing, high harmonies above me. I'll never forget. We're on stage and he goes, "Man," he goes, "this song is high." And I said, "I know." He goes, "The harmonies are even higher." I said, "Well, if anyone could do it, it's you, man. It's you, Lee Brice."
I think one of my favorite moments is you in the hospital, looking over Claude and bringing him the guitar. Do you have any particular moments other than, hearing your song being performed in front of an audience that really make you the most proud from this movie?
Well, that hospital scene is really really beautiful, and it's all Bo. I don't want to give too much away, but that was powerful. And like I said, I mean, he shows up so much, and that day, he wasn't on the phone, excuse me, he wasn't on the phone in between takes or playing Wordle or something. you know he he approached it like in a very method way, and he showed up to set that day, and I was like, oh my gosh, is he feeling okay? Like, he doesn't look too good, and that's how serious he takes his work, because he wants it to be as truthful as possible. um and it's what I try to do, and the opportunities I get to bring a character or a role to life is to inject as much truth and authenticity and vulnerability and gratitude, as much as possible. And he's the exemplar man for that. I mean, it's just there's nobody better.
What do you hope lingers with people that watch the Neon Highway? Is it continue to follow your dreams no matter what? Is it don't give up on a life that you wish you want? Or what is it that you hope really truly lingers as a message to people who watch this movie?
I think that's it. I think you put it really well. I like stories of hope and redemption, of keeping the faith, whether it's a higher power that you believe in, or or just the faith in yourself. Because let's be honest, life is not easy, and sometimes it's hard to pay the bills, and sometimes it's hard to get out of bed, and we need something that feeds us, something that motivates us, something that gives us purpose and strength, and a reason for being here, and a reason you know, for day in and day out, doing whatever it is that we're doing. And for me, that's creating, whether it's, whether there's a financial reward, associated with that, great. And if not, and more times not, lose a lot of money making these songs and putting them up on, the DSPs, but it feeds the soul. And without a soul, what's life?
Well, thank you so much for taking your time again to chat with me. This is such an exceptional movie for you. I really hope you're proud of the work you've put into it because the role is just, it's so well-rounded and you put so much heart into it. You can see it from start to finish.
Man, thank you for saying that. It's so funny. I was cutting my reel the other day and put countless hours trying to pull, different scenes from other projects, and this one in particular. And I was like, man, I don't know if anything in this thing is worth putting in this reel for me, because I just wanted to be so truthful, and really just watch Bo do his magic. So to hear you say that, that means the world.